Brothers and sisters, I want to update you on our thinking with respect to how and when we may choose to hold sacrament meeting again. We had an opportunity recently to meet with our bishops and the sister leaders in our stake, and we counseled together and sought revelation from our Heavenly Father with respect to what would be right for our members. And I want to share with you what we felt. The first thing we felt is that there continues to be no rush for us to gather together in sacrament meeting, that there are things the Lord would continue to teach us and opportunities for us to learn. Now, there will come a time when we do gather again for sacrament meeting, but it likely won't be immediately, at least like it's been in the past, where everything goes back to normal. And so it is important for us to prepare for the time when we will do that. As a result, we have decided over the course of the next 4 or 5 weeks to focus on 3 things. The first thing is we want to continue to learn how to safely hold sacrament meeting for those that choose to come when that right time arrives. And we started that process in the month of June by asking the Fifth Ward to hold 2 sacrament meetings on a Sunday where their members would have the opportunity to attend. It was a wonderful meeting, and the members who attended were blessed, and we did learn a lot. Now, there are things we believe we can continue to learn in that process as we help other bishops and other wards prepare for the time when we'll safely hold sacrament meetings as an option for our members to worship. So in the month of July, we're going to ask the Fifth Ward to hold another meeting. And we're going to invite the bishops and sister leaders in our stake to that sacrament meeting so they can see and learn how that has worked in the Fifth Ward. Now, I'm sure there are other wards that would love to have this opportunity, and we would love to offer it, but we do feel that it's easier for one ward to learn how to do this and then to be able to share that with others. So we're going to give that opportunity to your bishop so that they might be ready to help lead your ward when that time comes. The second thing we continue to feel, and I continue to feel deeply, is the importance of ministering. I worry that could be members of our stake that are in pain or suffering that somehow might be falling through the cracks. People with family problems, employment challenges, illness that maybe we don't know about because we're not seeing each other as often as we used to. There are even people who've moved into our stake who are looking for those connections and may need ministering from members. I would invite all of you, please, to reach out and find those that are in need. I invite the leaders in the Relief Society and the Elders Quorum to counsel together about how you make sure we're not letting people fall through the cracks. The third area of focus over the course of the next several weeks is how we can best connect and fellowship with each other now and when we return to meeting in sacrament meetings. And the reason for that is even when we have the opportunity to return to sacrament meetings, not all our members will be able to join us because of health concerns, and some also might feel more comfortable still worshiping in their homes. The other thing that will likely happen is we won't return necessarily to all of our normal classes and socializing that we're so used to on Sundays. So finding ways to build those connections and to fellowship, whether it's in virtual ways or visits in homes or neighborhood or street parties, small group gatherings with less than 20 people that we know we're able to do, all those things are important for us to learn to do now. It's also a tremendous opportunity to turn outward and not just focus on people we're used to seeing at church on Sunday, but all of our neighbors, whether or not they have chosen to worship with us in the past. Now, I want you to know, brothers and sisters, that I know the time will come for us to worship together. I also want you to know that we take very seriously the decision about how and when this should happen. We've sought the Lord's will through prayer. I personally have fasted and prayed that we might do the right thing. And I feel impressed that this is the right thing for us to do now. At the same time, I am confident that over time we will have opportunities to learn how to worship together and do that when the time comes. Now, as I said, we will do this over the course of the month of July, and towards the end of July, we'll provide you an update on our thinking and what might be our next steps. Thank you, brothers and sisters. We love you and are grateful for all you do as you strive to live the gospel of Jesus Christ.